DUOTTS C29 is an e-bike that you can get for just €749 in the EU or £749 in the UK, and I think this is one of the best value propositions currently available on the market. Let's take a look at what you get for this amount of money and if this bike is right for you. The bike comes in DUOTTS branded box and it arrives safely packed with no transportation damage. In the box, you get all the parts that need to be assembled, tools, a charger and a cable, and so on. You can also install front and back fenders, but I chose not to because the bike looks better without them. A few extras, a set of wheel reflectors, and a few spare nut caps. I also got a waterproof phone holder and an air pump. It took me about 20 minutes to fully assemble the bike. In case you need help, check out the manufacturer's easy-to-follow tutorial. If you're interested in picking this bike up, use the link and the coupon code in the video description to get the e-bike for just €749 in the EU and £749 in the UK. As the name implies, DUOTTS C29 has 29 inches wheels, which means that this is a pretty big bike. However, if you are a shorter person like me, you shouldn't be worried as I felt comfortable hopping on and off the bike and riding it on all sorts of terrain. The bike is well built, there are no moving or rattling parts, and it feels just like the e-bikes that cost over €1,000. Here are the key specs of the bike. For the price you pay, you get a lot of power, the bike is fast, and the battery has a decent capacity. The C29 has this cross-country style tire thread, mechanical disc brakes, a metal-made rear rack, and a 21-speed Shimano gear system, which in my opinion is a bit overkill, but it gives you a lot of control. The bike has two sets of cassettes, one on the back and another on the front. The bike also has a lockable front fork suspension, good quality metal-made pedals, a robust kickstand, an adjustable seat post to fit most riders' heights, a twist throttle, and a USB port for charging. The C29 uses pretty cheap handlebar grips without anti-twist locks, but they do the job. I found the front light to be very bright for night riding. Also, there is a bright taillight with an integrated brake light. The bike has LCD that has a nice backlight and it can be easily seen in the dark. You can choose from 5 power assist modes or turn off the motor power if you want to do a bit of exercise. It also shows information like speed, battery, trip distance, odometer, voltage, time, and other information. Usually, bikes in this price category don't have a dedicated app, but DUOTTS C29 has one and it allows you to control the bike remotely. You can see the battery left and other information about the bike, change power assist levels, set the units, choose between 0 and non-zero start, and so on. It's nice to see that the bike has a dedicated light switch. Also, there is a loud electric horn. Here is a quick audio test. Out of the box, the speed was already unlocked to 50 km per hour, which is awesome. Because the bike has big wheels, it feels stable and manageable even at high speed. Riding the C29 on asphalt feels nice and comfortable, and I don't feel tired even after a few hours ride. When you go off-road, you can appreciate the power coming out of the 750-watt rear hub motor with 65 Nm of torque. Combined with these tires, you can go almost anywhere and it helps a lot with uphill climbing. While the C29 can't compete with fat tire e-bikes in terms of off-road capabilities, it's still very good at conquering all sorts of terrain with no problem. The only drawback is the lack of rear suspension, but that's expected at this price point. The front fork does a decent job of absorbing the road's impact. The twist throttle is highly responsive. However, there is a slight delay when the cadence sensor kicks in once you start pedaling, the usual case for this kind of sensor on all e-bikes. Mechanical disc brakes are pretty good at stopping the bike fast without making any squeaking sounds. The C29 has a good capacity battery that is lockable with a key. It can be quickly removed for convenient charging at home. There is a capacity indicator and on and off switch for added safety. The manufacturer declares up to 100 km range on a single charge, but that can be achieved only in ideal conditions and if you pedal a lot. In reality, I was able to achieve about 70 km on a single charge. If you plan to use the throttle-only mode a lot, expect to have less range. The usual case with all e-bikes. All in all, DUOTTS C29 offers excellent value for the price. The lack of rear suspension is the only flaw I could mention. Well, maybe more premium handlebar grips would be nice, but that's far from the deal breaker. Other than that, you get plenty of power and speed, the bike is comfortable to ride both on and off-road, the battery life is pretty good, the bike has a pretty good lighting system, app support, and a nice LCD display. All things considered, the DUOTTS C29 is one of the best value propositions on the market, especially at the current discounted price of just 749 euros. If you're interested in picking one up, make sure to use the link and the coupon code in the video description down below. What do you think about DUOTTS C29? Would you buy this bike or would you choose another option at a similar price? Tell me in the comment section down below what you think. Also, like the video if you liked it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, it was Linus, thank you for watching and see you soon.